Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wulff Den live episode. I just deleted the episode number.
152.
152. Yes, that one.
That was the worst. That was the worst
really.
one.
I was caught off guard because I was trying to like read stuff in preparation, and then I was also trying to tweet that we were going live.
Yes.
Yeah. I
understand. I completely understand.
It's another one of the Will is unprepared episodes, ladies and gentlemen.
I decided to try something new.
Yeah,
I went to a black screen.
He did
before I
that
started.
too. Yeah.
And then I forgot that I hit the mic already,
Okay.
so I couldn't give you like a proper countdown.
Okay.
And then I just went to the screen and you were typing very loud, and I saw the levels were going up because of you typing. But anyway, hello everybody. Hello Alex. Hello Mystical Crystal. Hello Cameron. Hello Bat Mabel. Hello Dallas. Hello everybody.
Hello, anyone and everyone who is here.
Nobody's complaining about the sink, so we should be good. Grimhane saying, Bob looking like a whole snack in the Wulff Den flannel. You goddamn right, Grim.
Yes. You too can look like a whole snack if you go to wolfdenapparel.com and get your own damn flannel.
But if you want a small or an extra large,
Too bad.
you might have to wait a little bit.
Yes.
I put a little notification on the top of wolfdenapparel.com today that says, due to high demand, shipping might take a little bit.
Yeah.
Most items should be fine. But if you want a small or an extra large flannel, you might have to wait a little bit because we got to make more.
Or you
Process
can
making
either
more.
gain or lose weight till you get right in the happy medium.
Yeah, make it a goal.
Yeah.
Make it a goal shirt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Some news just dropped, but
Yeah.
we're going to talk about that when we get to it. But first, like always,
It's time to tell you. It's time once again, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you what the PS Plus free games and Xbox Live Games with Gold is going to be for the month of December.
yes.
Yes, every month, the good folks over at Sony and Microsoft give you free games if you are subscribed to their, frankly, way too expensive subscription services, PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold.
Whoa. Where's that coming from?
I mean, let's be real. $60 a year, I mean, you don't think it's that bad. But when
They add up.
Yeah, when it adds up, and especially like, you know, when it's time for your subscription to renew, like that hits all at once.
Yeah, because it's always Christmas.
Yeah.
I didn't buy the one on sale on Black Friday.
I made sure I did.
I knew I would miss it.
Because apparently my PS Plus renews on Christmas exactly.
No.
And I'm not spending $60 on Christmas.
Oh, boy.
No, thank you.
I need my water.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Now you got Nintendo, just $20.
Right.
Kind of. Is that why are you like spoiled now?
I feel like that's definitely better. That's definitely a lot better.
Okay. Well, we got Dark Type Music. Thank you for becoming a member here on youtube.com/WulffDen.
And we also got, we got a lot of...
We got AVG, is that average? Lumberjerk with $1. And we got Lost and Forgotten with $5 super chat. Death is peace everlasting. What the hell does that mean?
Well, if you think about it, you're never really at peace until you're dead.
Okay.
I'm sure that's
thanks.
from a poem somewhere.
Thank you for the $5.
And we also got $5 for Mr. A Game. Guys,
what
did
up?
you see Nintendo just changed their copyright policies for creators? Massive.
Mr. A Game.
Sorry, he wrote that in all caps, so I should have shouted it. Guys, did you see Nintendo just changed their copyright policies for creators? Massive.
You are spoiling the rest of the podcast,
Yeah.
Mr. A Game. Everybody check out his channel.
Did we peak just now?
Oh, also, that was 5 schmeckles, Will.
Oh,
$5.
A5, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The A is for schmeckles.
But thanks, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, PlayStation Plus Instant Game Collection for the month of December. First up on the PlayStation 4, we have Soma. Dive into this sci-fi horror title from Fictional Games, the creators of Amnesia: Dark Descent.
I've never heard of this before in my life.
I have. I think it's supposed to be good. Amnesia is scary, but Amnesia is one of those games where like the controls purposefully hamper your abilities,
Okay.
like to make it scarier than it really needs to be.
There were 2 Amnesia games.
Yeah, I think there were 3. I only know of Amnesia: The Dark Descent, which I have, and Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Those are more steampunky. This one's supposed to be sci-fi.
Okay.
Also on PS4, Onrush, the all-action gravity-defying racing game. Drive on the very limits of control in an effort to win victory for your team.
Okay.
Anti-gravity racing game. That might be cool. Those are both for the PS4. For the PlayStation 3, you got Sturren Den, Steins Gate.
The hell's going on?
I have no idea. I thought those were the same game. They just repeated it twice. Sturren Den for the PS3 and Steins Gate for the PS3.
Okay.
Never heard of either of them. On the PlayStation Vita, you have Iconoclasts, which is cross-buy on PS4, which is interesting. Well, actually, what's interesting is that the last game is Papers, Please, and that's Vita only. There's no PS4 cross-buy. Yeah.
Damn it. I was just going to say, I'm going to play that.
Yeah.
But,
You got to turn on your Vita.
man, I mean, it's right there. I can literally just
Yeah,
turn
I
it on.
know.
I can almost touch it.
Mine's actually like on my bedside night table, so I just have to turn around and get it, but it's probably not charged. So...
Oh, whoa. There's a little more information down here.
For Warframe players looking for a healthy set of extra resources, Digital Extremes dev team has you covered. Warframe PlayStation Plus booster pack has little bits of everything to jump in and start playing the game. This includes 100 platinum, 100,000 credits, Quanta Corpse laser rifle, Quanta Obsidian skin, 7-day affinity booster, and a 7-day credit booster. PS Plus members get that pack for free from now until January 15, 2019.
So I've been playing a lot of Warframe.
Yes,
recently.
but not on the PS4.
No, not on the PS4. I know about what 50% of that means.
Okay.
I still don't know what all of that means. I'd say that's a pretty I'm very whelmed at that showing.
Yeah. I mean, I was like excited for Papers, Please, but that means turning on my Vita.
Yeah. I want to play Papers, Please.
Do I have it on Steam? I feel like I got it in
Probably
like a
got
Humble
it.
Bundle.
Yeah, you probably
Yeah.
got it in some
And like I've always wanted to play it.
All right. What's Xbox got going on?
Okay, so Xbox is very interesting to me, at least. So over on the Xbox side of things, for the entire month of December 1st to the 31st, you get Cube 2. And from December 16th to January 15th, you get Never Alone.
Oh, I remember that game.
Yeah, that was like the game where you play as a...
An Inuit
Inuit,
child,
yeah.
And his wolf dog thing.
Yeah, so that's cool. And then over on the Xbox 360, which is playable on the Xbox One through backwards compatibility, starting December 1st, you get Dragon Age 2.
Interesting.
Yes, but what I think is interesting, so you get Dragon Age 2 from December 1st to December 15th. Then on December 16th, you get Mercenaries Playground of Destruction from the original Xbox.
Is this the first original Xbox game?
Yes, they're starting to roll in original Xbox games now.
They're running out.
Maybe. They don't have many original Xbox games that are backwards compatible right now. They only have like 30.
With Xbox One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them are backwards compatible with Xbox 360.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like because what they did with 360 games, Phil Spencer said any game that is part of Games for Gold has to be playable on Xbox One. So all the 360 games started to become backwards compatible that way. I feel like this might be a good way to start getting some original Xbox games backwards compatible on Xbox One.
Very interesting.
And this is good because I've never played Mercenaries, and it was like one of the best reviewed games when it came out. It's got a really great idea, like a concept. It's like an open world sandbox, and you're a mercenary, and you're like trying to like do jobs for like every single fraction on the map. So like you can do jobs for this team, which contradicts this other team, but then you can do jobs for that other team and like go back and forth and stuff, and everything's destructible in it. And because the first game is a LucasArts game, you can play as Han Solo.
You can play as Han Solo.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I knew it was a LucasArts game. I think that was like a big deal.
Now I don't remember because it came out on the original Xbox and PlayStation 2. One of the systems you played as Han Solo, the other you can play as Indiana Jones. And I don't remember which is which.
I need to see this.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. There was a sequel, Mercenaries 2, on the 360 and PS3 that was made by EA, and then the pandemic closed because of it.
Yes. Yeah, I think there was Did You Know Gaming or Unseen 64 about it, about Pandemic.
Yeah. Because they were doing a lot. They were supposed to do the game for the Dark Knight.
Oh my god, this looks so stupid. Console with the freaking M16.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks terrible. But
That is so stupid.
I think it's very cool that we're going to start getting some original Xbox games in here at a time when Sony is like phasing out PS3 and Vita games.
Right. I want to play Papers, Please, but then I got to pull out my friggin' Vita.
I know.
Anyway, Will, on top
Yes,
of all
Bob.
of this, there's also free games that you're getting on your Switch for the NES.
What?
You're getting Wario's Woods. You're getting Ninja Gaiden
Nice.
and Lolo.
Oh, Lolo. Adventures of Lolo.
Wario's Woods. First Wario game? First game with Wario in it?
The last officially released NES game.
Ooh.
And I think it's the only NES game with an ESRB rating.
So it's not the first one with Wario in it. I think it's the first one with Wario in the title. I think it's the first Wario
Might
game.
be.
Because Wario was in that
6
Game
golden
Boy
coins.
game. Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers. Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. That
So
was the first appearance of Wario.
So I think this is the first straight up Wario game.
Might be. It is definitely, and I know for a fact it is definitely the last officially released NES game. The last unofficially released game was Sunday Funday, I believe, the Christian game.
I feel like there's people, if you're talking unofficial, I feel like people are still making
Well, yeah. I mean, like, you know, in the
wide release.
Yeah.
You should care about Ninja Gaiden because Ninja Gaiden is amazing.
Yes.
So if any of these, play that one.
Just expect to die a lot because it's hard.
If you have a PlayStation, if you have a Switch Online account, then you get
Yes.
this for free. And all their other NES games.
Yes.
But also, you know what else you get for free? Even if you don't have a Switch Online account, if you don't got one, if you didn't pay the $20 a year, Warframe. It's free.
Yes.
Just saying. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff while we were talking. Button Z97, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
Yes. Thank you.
Take that, link it to your Warframe account, get some free stuff. They got free stuff for PlayStation Plus,
Yeah.
Warframe. The free stuff that you get for having Twitch is awesome.
Yeah.
I've been using that sniper rifle this whole time. It's amazing.
Oh, nice.
So you just straight up get like sick weapons for linking your Twitch account. It'd be cool if they did that stuff for like Switch Online or something.
Yeah.
Dark Type with $5. So I finally bought a PS4 in 2018. Got a few games with it during Black Friday. I have been missing out on so much good stuff. Except he said the bad word for stuff.
Oh.
Well, you didn't even say what you got.
Yeah. Tell us what you got.
Well, don't pay money, but just tell us what you got. Well, I guess now we should talk about like, I don't know, actual news.
Yeah, I guess. So yeah, if you're subscribed to any of those services, be sure to get your free games with Gold or Plus or Switch.
Some guy with a really Russian name says, will the online NES games go away after the 12-month sub runs out? If you are connected to the internet, yes. Also after like 7 days, I think.
Yeah.
So yes, they will. You just can't it's one app and you can't access that app if you don't have a Switch Online account. Jeankoff says, sweatpants, where are you? We're both wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, so here's a thing.
Yes.
So about a couple days ago, almost a week ago, people found somebody must have uploaded Smash Brothers Ultimate, the whole game,
Yeah.
for download.
Because people were playing it on Twitch. People were
Yes.
playing it online.
At your house the other day, I
Yeah.
was watching it on my phone, some dude streaming it, and people were pissed at him. Also, he was very bad at the game.
I feel like that's even worse.
I know. So the whole thing was available for download. You need a hacked Switch in order to play it. So you download it onto your hacked Switch or whatever. I guess you put it on a micro SD card or something. And you just play the whole game. The whole game's out there. And because of that, there's all these leaks and new information and stuff that we now know about that brought up a lot of controversy. People are very upset that now we know things that we're supposed to be intended to know when the game comes out.
Right.
Also, people are upset that certain other people are talking about those spoilers. People are upset that this gameplay footage is up at all. You know, people want to be surprised when they play the game. So this is an article from Eurogamer. It says Nintendo fighting major Super Smash Bros. Ultimate leaks. Nintendo has spent the weekend trying to scrub Super Smash Bros. Ultimate spoilers from the internet after early copies leaked last Friday and the game was subsequently pirated online and shared in the usual illegal places. Gameplay videos and ripped cutscenes have appeared on Twitch and YouTube. Many fans have complained about accidentally clicking on and spoiling for themselves the ending of the World of Light campaign. Nintendo has filed copyright claims against most of the videos, removing them from view, but there's little it can do to stop the tidal wave of new information which has emerged. Data miners have been peering inside the game's files to detail every spirit in the game, and how many of them are something which has been closely guarded by Nintendo in the run-up to Ultimate's release. Further details of entirely unannounced modes, methods of unlocking the game's characters, hours of new music, and countless Mii costumes have also been posted online. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is not due for official release until the 7th of December, and Nintendo will likely be asking questions as to how early copies ended up in the hands of players. All of which is to say, if you're a Smash Bros. Fan and wish to remain unspoiled between now and the game's release, you should be avoiding YouTube and Twitch's Smash Bros. Section as much as possible. I'll note that the guy that I watched on Twitch didn't get kicked off by Twitch. He didn't get banned or anything. He just stopped because people were giving him too much hate. You know, like he could have kept going.
Yeah.
But he decided himself to stop. And this article says it has all these details that were leaked, like unlocking the game's characters, hours of new music, countless Mii costumes. I had a hard time finding any of that information.
I'd imagine a lot of news outlets aren't going to put that out there readily available.
No, all the news outlets are just reporting on
the fact that
that they are leaking.
Yeah,
which is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Why aren't they reporting on the actual leaks?
I think because, you know, they want to stay in Nintendo's good graces.
But Kotaku doesn't care about anybody's good graces.
That's true. I'm surprised they haven't done anything.
Banned left and right from everybody. Thank you for becoming a member, Christopher Allen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Link that to your Discord.
Yes.
Get videos early and stuff. I think this is a weird sort of like the community banding together and saying, no, we're not leaking this stuff.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Usually things like this, it's either I'm going to turn around or like, ooh, tell me more type deals.
Especially because it's a fighting game.
Yeah.
And like, what are they spoiling? We already know every single character that's going to be in it.
Yeah, and like we know they had that big direct like a few weeks ago, so we knew pretty much everything that was coming to it.
Yeah.
So like I don't understand. So like you're surprised that this track is in the game, but this isn't? Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, and I mean the ending of World of Light, that's something that could be spoiled.
Yeah, so like story mode stuff I understand.
But here's the thing though, like the day the game comes out, that information is out.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm beating the game the day it comes out.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not beating World of Light the first hours that it's out.
Right.
And that information is going to be on YouTube. That video of that ending is going to be on YouTube instantly.
Yeah.
So it's going to be spoiled for you no matter what. You know? That's why I think this whole thing is weird.
Yeah. No, it is weird.
A lot of Nintendo YouTubers were tweeting about how it's messed up that people are playing it early, and they were looking at it at the angle that Nintendo gives people free games.
Yeah.
And they're very limiting on who they give the games to.
Right.
Because they don't want that person to leak it. Because somebody leaked this.
Right.
Somebody who got the game early ripped it and uploaded it.
Yeah.
You know? So that person now ruined it for other people who get games early.
Yeah.
You know, that's the angle that they're looking at it with. And I completely understand that. That's a little bit of a selfish reason, though.
I mean, it is, but it isn't, because if you think about it, if this one guy leaked it, or girl, they leaked it, now that ruins it for everybody. Now Nintendo is going to be like much stricter about like who they give their games to.
Right.
Especially, when it comes to like YouTubers and streamers and stuff.
No, they're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. But a lot of these people, I feel like, are upset because they could have done the same thing and they just didn't.
True.
They could have leaked whatever information.
I could have been a bad guy, but I chose to be a decent human being.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're people who don't get any of this stuff early.
No.
And you know what? This is part of the reason why we don't get stuff early.
Yeah, because all we do is leak things. No.
Because they're very selective on who they pick, and they'd be less selective if leaks didn't happen. But
so basically, we're never getting anything.
The reason why there's embargoes and stuff is so that everybody can get the game. When they give it out to people early, all the content creators or news outlets or whatever get the games. Then there's one date where they all post.
Yes. That's called an embargo.
Yes. And that way, the competition is even. It's fair game. Everybody has enough time to work on their content, and they all post it on one day. There's no who's going to be first. There's no race. Nobody has to just fart out content. If there's a leak like this, now there's a race to fart out content.
Yeah.
And these people who leaked it won the race. And these people who are under embargo can't compete in that race.
Right.
That's why people are upset. That's why a lot of content creators are upset, because they can't compete in that race. They just lost.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of news outlets are kind of banding together and saying we're not talking about any of these spoilers.
Right.
And that's why I said, as somebody who isn't part of that embargo, who isn't getting the game early, who isn't, in Nintendo's good graces, let them leak whatever the hell they want. That's what I say. Do whatever you got to do. If you don't want to see the leak, don't read any of this information.
Yeah, that's what's most important.
Yeah. Fred says, and Bob's still salty that Nintendo won't send him free stuff because of his Instagram mishap. Hey! Yes. He's referring to me giving the finger in a Mario hat when I was applying for Nintendo ambassadorship.
Good job.
Thanks, man. I'm reading the chat to see if anybody has anything to say about this.
Doku the Insane. The problem is people who search up Super Smash Bros. Ultimate before it comes out are in constant threat of ruining their anticipation. I'd say those who are posting footage before it's officially released is kind of a false fish. Kind of a selfish. The last sentence is all one word.
Yeah, there's people who are searching all the time for Smash Bros. Information, and now they're getting... But isn't this what they want? Like, why are they searching every day?
I don't know. Like, it's all weird. Like, you don't think you want spoilers, and you try to avoid it, but then you read one either by accident or, like, you actively want to.
It's a freaking fighting game. The only thing I could see being a spoiler that you don't want...
is World of Light.
Is, the end of World of Light.
Yeah.
Other stuff, like how many spirits, like, is that really that important? What type of spirits you're going to get?
I think they're holding out hope that Waluigi's in the game and they don't want to be surprised.
Right.
They want to be surprised.
I'm the type of person, when I watch a movie, I don't want the movie spoiled for me before I watch it. I know there's people who don't care.
Yeah.
But I don't want the movie spoiled for me before I watch. If there's a big major spoiler, I don't want that. But I'm pretty damn good at avoiding those spoilers,
Yeah.
If I, for Infinity War, if I see something about Infinity War, I'm not reading that.
Yeah.
But I also watch movies the second they come out for that reason.
Yeah.
Andrew B says, I respect Sakurai, but they treat him like a god, and it kind of creeps me out and makes me cringe a bit, even as a semi-competitive player. But I understand Smash means so much to some people. That's another thing. A lot of people are saying this is for Sakurai's sake, because Sakurai hates spoilers.
Yeah.
He didn't put like a story mode in the last game.
Because of spoilers.
Because of spoilers from the Wii U game, the Wii game.
The Super Subspace Emissary.
Yeah.
Also, like, Sakurai is known for, like, putting everything he has in these games. Like, he goes, like, all in. He was hospitalized during one of them. So
I mean, I legitimately feel bad for him because he cares so deeply about spoilers and his. He doesn't want anything to be ruined. He wants all the information to come out. He wants to be able to curate the way the information comes out.
Yeah.
So he can completely sculpt. And I understand because during some of the announcements, if they announced things that were widely leaked, people were less excited about the announcements.
Yeah.
So I understand where he's coming from. But at the same time, it's really not that big of a deal if some little information like the spirits that you get is being leaked.
We got a $4.99 super chat from SJR. Hey guys, did you hear about Nintendo ending their creators program? Very recent development. Shh. Plus, Aquaman reviews are good? Question mark?
When is that out?
The 21st, December 21st.
That's a while.
Warner Brothers, I've noticed particularly, likes to do 2 rollouts of reactions. They do like Twitter reaction and then the press. So like right now, the general Twitter reaction is positive.
Okay.
Which is good. But then again, so was like Batman vs Superman, Suicide Squad, and Justice League.
Yeah.
But that is a good sign that like Aquaman, as of right now, is getting good.
I need to watch Justice League.
You don't.
I know, but I do.
But Into the Spider-Verse, the critic reviews are out, and last I checked, it was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And that comes out this weekend.
Next weekend.
Next weekend.
No, 2 weekends.
2 weekends?
Yeah, the 14th.
Oh, wow. That's far. Okay. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
Hey, you have a video on that.
I do. Check it out.
It's on Spider-Ham.
It's on Spider-Ham.
I asked you what your video was on, and you said the title of the video, and I said, wow. Okay.
He is.
I mean, it made sense. The video makes perfect sense.
Dorsachu with a $4.99. First time watching on stream. Normally use iTunes. Give y'all 5. Keep up the great content. Also, the only Smash spoiler I'd be mad about is DLC.
I think he said 5 stars. I think that's a star.
Oh,
like
I thought because $4.99, $5. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, everybody leave a 5-star review, and I will leave you one too. That's from Weezer's new song, Can't Stop the Hustle, off their upcoming Black album. The first Weezer album in a long time where I'm very upset about.
Wow, really? Why?
It sounds awful. Like,
wow.
It doesn't sound like Weezer at all. Like, Rivers went full Rivers, and he's like just doing weird crap.
That's upsetting.
Yeah. I thought a song called Zombie Bastards would be great, and it's not.
That's upsetting. He said the only Smash Brothers spoiler I'd be mad about is DLC.
That's true. Because
I understand. You want those announcements.
Yeah, like, because those are always a big deal, and it's always a good shock when it's like, oh my god, it's this character. Oh, it's that character. What? It's this character?
And if data miners were going to find out that information, if they found out that information from these leaks, they would have found out that information before the announcement anyway.
Yeah.
You know, because they would have found out about it when the game comes out. The game comes out in a week, by the way. It comes out next Friday.
Yeah.
Also, there was a Prime subscription from Ripley231. Thank you.
Thank you. And $2 from Chris Toon. Where and how can I get a Deku statue like that?
Amazon. Just look up Deku statue.
Yeah.
Or Deku figure or something. There's another one that's even cooler.
Yeah.
He's like doing his kick.
Oh, yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
Nice.
But I don't know if it's out yet.
And we got $2 from Fred because Will is scraping the content barrel.
What does that mean?
If you're referring to me talking about Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider Ham, that is not scraping.
Listen, that's not scraping at all.
No,
that is the content barrel is here and Will is over here. That's what that means.
Actually, no, because like as I was like writing my script for it, I was just like went on YouTube to look up something else, and I saw like just a bunch of people doing Spider-Ham videos.
Oh my god!
So I am riding the wave. I am in the barrel with every other comic book YouTuber out there.
That's some barrel.
Yeah, it's a hell of a barrel, and I can say for certain that I could probably kick all of their asses. $2 from Luis Roca. Shout out from Puerto Rico. Thank you.
Good accent.
I try. I'm always like concerned with accents. Do I try or am I just gonna sound racist?
Gotta just do it.
Yeah.
And at Hacker, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub.
Yes.
All right. There's so we're talking about these Smash leaks. I feel like I'm the only one who's like, let it happen. Who cares? Whatever.
I feel like
everyone else is like pissed. Like a little too pissed. Like, I understand not wanting to see the spoilers, but like, come on.
Yeah,
put
I
down
understand
your
not wanting to see the spoilers. I understand being upset that somebody is like trying to ruin it for everybody. But at the same time, like we live in a world where like everything gets spoiled almost instantly.
So you have to be prepared.
Yeah, like you need like we should be like ready for this type of thing. We should be prepared. If you see somebody streaming Smash like a week in advance, you know something's up. And if somebody says Smash Brothers spoilers, don't click on it.
Yeah. I know some people were concerned about this stream having spoilers because I kind of say in the title is "Are Smash Brothers leaks ruining the game for people?"
Yeah.
No, because I literally couldn't find it.
Yeah.
AJ says he has a whole list for me.
Okay.
But I'm not going to look at them because I really don't care. It's just not a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Some people are pissed about spoilers like how far does Snake's wave dash go? Like stuff like that. Or like,
is that really a spoiler though?
Does Captain Falcon's side B negate Dark Pit's side B?
Yeah.
Those are spoilers to some people.
That's not really a spoiler.
I know.
Okay.
This fighting game people will. They're a very unique.
They're a different breed.
This is a mainstream fighting game, which is why it's so uniquely bizarre. All the information around it. I'm gonna read this one, and then we're gonna move on. Any games? What do you think about Nintendo? God damn it! All right, we'll go to it. We'll go to that right now.
Yeah.
So this broke like an hour ago.
Yeah, so I'm not even really aware of like...
my whole Twitter feed exploded.
Okay.
And I'm very happy about it. Do I have their tweet? No, I don't have their tweet. Do you have their tweet?
I'll look for it.
You can find the tweet. I'm going to read from the Nintendo Creator Program website. End of the Nintendo Creator Program and information about new guidelines. There's 2 tweets apparently.
Okay. I got one. It's a picture of Lakitu holding a camera. Nintendo Creators Program is coming to a close at the end of December. Thank you to everyone who participated in the program. Then a link to one of the articles you put in the Keep.
Yes.
And then the other one is... We're making it easier for creative fans to show their love for Nintendo and monetize videos that include Nintendo game content. Please take a look at our new guidelines here. And that's the nintendo.co.jp link.
This is fantastic.
This is.
I'm going to read what Nintendo has on their website because it's a big, long little thing.
Yeah, well, there's 2.
Yeah, I have both of them.
All right.
End of Nintendo Creators Program and information about new guidelines. We are ending the Nintendo Creators Program and CP to make it easier for content creators to make and monetize videos that contain Nintendo game content. We will no longer ask creators to submit their videos to the NCP, and creators can continue showing their passion for Nintendo by following Nintendo's guidelines, located at, and then the web address that is not clickable for some reason.
That's nintendo.co.jp/network-services_guideline/index.html.
Make sure you write that down.
Yes.
The NCP will come to a close at the end of December 2018. That's a long time. Please note that we are no longer accepting videos and channels and will not review any that have been submitted but not yet registered. The NCP website will be taken down on March 20th, 2019. We appreciate and encourage the continued support of content creators and thank them for their dedication to helping us create smiles. Nintendo.co Ltd. I'll read the other article in a second. But for anybody who doesn't know, the Nintendo Creators Program was their weird little like thing where they allow you to post like Let's Plays or like game capture and audio from their games.
Yeah.
As long as they can take 30% of your ad revenue,
yeah,
which is crazy. So if I upload a video that has too much game content or any sound clips, we're liable to be copyright striked, which is why we normally don't have a problem with this with our main videos.
Yeah.
But our live streams, every time I live stream a Nintendo game, it gets copyright striked, which is why we have a separate channel to archive live streams now. So this didn't really affect us as hard as it affected a lot of other people. But now I don't have to worry so much. I could put longer gameplay footage and not worry about getting copyright striked.
Yeah.
Or I can put an audio clip. Maybe it's something that's important that people need to hear. and then it won't be copyright strike. That's really, really good.
Yeah. I know because this affected a lot of like the bigger YouTubers. I know like off the top of my head, Angry Joe, like
He straight up stopped. Doing Nintendo.
he completely stopped doing Nintendo games because they kept striking everything he did. So like he never covered them, and like they wouldn't let him be like a part of the NCP either. So he just didn't bother.
The one thing that concerns me is that they allow you to do whatever you want according to this new thing, as long as you abide by their guidelines. Now, what the hell are their guidelines?
Well, let's take a look at the other.
Yes.
This is from Nintendo's. It says Nintendo.co.jp, which is their Japanese site.
Yeah, but
So-
it's all in English.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's a slash
There's a-
en.
Yeah.
Okay, Nintendo game content guidelines for online video and image sharing platforms. Image sharing, where they copyright striking images?
I guess be careful on Twitter.
Yeah, right. We are humbled every day by your loyalty and passion for Nintendo games, characters, and worlds, and respect that you want to be able to express yourself creatively by sharing your own original videos and images using content from our games. As long as you follow some basic rules, we will not object to your use of gameplay footage and or screenshots captured from games for which Nintendo owns the copyright. Quote, Nintendo game content. In the content you create for appropriate video and image sharing sites, to help guide you, we prepare the following guidelines. 1. You may monetize your videos and channels using the monetization methods separately specified by Nintendo. Other forms of monetization of our intellectual property for commercial purposes are not permitted. Oh, for commercial purposes.
Yeah. So I mean, like you can't make Mario t-shirts and sell them, basically.
Yeah. Or I can't use him for I can't put Mario in one of our shirts
Yeah.
and say buy this shirt because Mario's wearing it. That makes sense. Or you can't use their music for something like that.
Yeah.
We encourage you to create videos that include your creative input and commentary. Videos and images that contain mere copies of Nintendo game content without creative input or commentary are not permitted. You may, however, post gameplay videos and screenshots using Nintendo system features such as the capture button on Nintendo Switch without additional input or commentary. Interesting.
Yes. So, because there are a lot of YouTube channels that just straight up record gameplay footage
Yes.
and load it
Yes.
so that you can like just watch the cutscenes or view gameplay footage.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, a lot of people like that.
No commentary.
It's good if like if you miss something or like you just want to, if you're interested in the game but you don't feel like playing it, just watching it, or like they're good for walkthroughs and stuff. I use them for walkthroughs all the time. But Nintendo is saying, don't do that.
Yeah, if you do that, you might get striked.
Yeah.
Because I guess that's...
Like you have to have like some form of additional content to it. You have to, basically it's called transformative.
Yeah, I was just going to say
media.
that. It's
Yeah.
not transformative enough to
Exactly.
just upload it. Unless you use the capture button.
Right. Well, the capture button only does like 30 seconds of capture,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah. And it doesn't do any Warframe because I tried. Yeah, certain games just don't do a video with the capture
How do you
button.
even use
Actually, I
it?
think it's only Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Or when it started, only Nintendo games.
How do you
did.
even use it for video? Do you have
Oh,
to
you
hold
hold
it?
it. Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah.
hold it.
So it's like PlayStation 4, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So that means they're trying to curate how the game capture is happening.
Yes.
Because they're confident in the capture button. They're not confident in whatever HDMI device you have. And there's also some, I think you mod the Switch in order to get game capture out of the USB-C port.
Oh, when it's in handheld?
Yeah, there's some people who, I forgot Nate, I think. He does it for Spawn Wave. You can get game capture out of the in portable mode. And that's the only way, like that's how Digital Foundry does it.
Yeah.
Digital Foundry just did a Warframe. Speaking of Warframe. Anyway, you are only permitted to use Nintendo game content that has been officially released or from promotional materials officially released by Nintendo, such as product trailers or Nintendo Directs. Yes!
Okay.
I've been copyright striked for using their trailers before.
That's messed up.
Actually, I think the only times I've ever been striked by Nintendo was for using their own trailers. And it's just a clip from the trailer,
Yeah.
and it's not even audio. One time in particular, it was the Mario Maker 3DS trailer. I had a bunch of different clips, but for some reason that one was too much.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
So that's very good news. And of course, you're only allowed to do stuff that's been officially released, or I guess if you were given the game early.
That's what I was gonna say, because it doesn't explicitly say officially released. Makes it sound like the day it launches, that's when you get it. But if like you get it early,
like Smash Brothers, reviews are going up Thursday, or next Thursday. So those people they're being cleared by Nintendo,
right?
So I'm sure it's fine if you get it cleared by Nintendo. But if you're somebody like these people who just stole Smash Brothers and are uploading stuff, they'll take that stuff down. If you want to use the intellectual property of a third party, you are responsible for obtaining any necessary third-party permissions. Okay, so that's just obvious.
So every other third party basically gives you permission.
They're just saying that we have nothing to do with third parties.
Yeah, it's fair.
You are not permitted to imply or state that your videos are officially affiliated with or sponsored by Nintendo. I wonder what, where the boundary is for that.
Yeah.
Like, because some people just do what they do for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
They put a little Nintendo thing. I guess you can't do that.
But what if the video is sponsored by Nintendo? I got you there.
Yeah, they don't specifically say.
Got you there, Reggie. Please don't eat me.
We reserve the right to remove any content that we believe is unlawful, infringing, inappropriate, or not in line with these guidelines. Now, that's what concerns me. Inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm known to be a little inappropriate.
Yes. Middle finger on your Instagram with a Mario hat.
So, like, if I say the F word during my Mario Maker gameplay, am I going to be taken down?
Yeah.
That's the question.
There's an FAQ down below.
I mean, if I post playing Mario Maker with my stepsister, naughty, like, maybe they'll take that down. So I better not do that. Mm-hmm. All right, is there anything interesting in this FAQ?
What types of content are acceptable under guidelines? What types of content are not acceptable? Let's play videos and game reviews within the scope of the guidelines are acceptable. However, you may not simply upload or live stream an existing Nintendo video, gameplay footage without your own creative input, or a copy of content created by someone else. For example, mere copies of Nintendo promotional trailers, tournaments, music soundtracks, gameplay sequences, and art collections are outside of the scopes of the guidelines. So again, don't just take what's Nintendo puts out wholesale and re-upload it to your channel, trying to pass yourself off as Nintendo.
There's a lot of YouTube channels that repost trailers.
Yes.
They do it for movies and they do it for games.
Yeah.
Like GameSpot and IGN are some of them. And I don't think that they have a deal. I think that they're just
I feel like GameSpot and IGN, like, they are big enough to like have a deal, but like
I don't think they do though.
What? Why wouldn't they?
Well, why would they? Why would they have a deal to post trailers and stuff?
Because they're news sites. People are subscribed to them over the official Nintendo platforms.
That's true. Because they watermark it. It's like weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird. Because like anybody could do it, and there are small channels that do it too.
Well, I mean,
there are channels, especially for movies. There are channels that are pretty damn big, and all of their biggest videos are rips of trailers.
Right.
And then they kind of like Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
They like feed in top 10s.
Yeah.
And then that's where they make their money.
I feel like it's different, like IGN and GameSpot, because they're news outlets and they'll post the trailers to their website, like using their proprietary like video players or whatever. And then they always take the same videos and put it on their YouTube channel.
Oh, that might be their...
Yeah.
That might be the deal then.
Yeah, whatever video we can post on our website, we can also upload to our YouTube channel.
That might be it.
So, I mean, that I understand. But like, we can't do that.
But I'm saying that there's other channels that straight up do that.
No, I know.
They just take the loss.
Yeah.
On having that be striked.
Yeah, like YouTube's crawling with them.
Yeah.
There's a new one every day.
Yes.
It really bothers me. Do the guidelines only cover video uploads, or can I live stream? The guidelines cover both uploads and live streams.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
So you can live stream.
What do you mean by appropriate video and image sharing websites? We generally accept most commonly used video and image sharing platforms, such as but not limited to YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram. What exactly are monetization methods separately specified by Nintendo?
That's important.
Currently, the monetized methods separately specified by Nintendo include the following. Facebook gaming creators, Facebook Level Up program. I don't know this one.
Yeah, Nico?
Yeah, their stuff.
Open Rec TV.
OpenRec TV.
Twitch, affiliate program, Twitch.
I think
and partner program.
yeah, Nikon Go is I think it's Japanese.
Probably.
Yeah.
Twitter and YouTube. And apparently these are all good. These are all fine.
Yeah, and there's an asterisk that says subject to be updated.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's...
But the bottom one, what do you mean by content that is unlawful, infringing, or inappropriate? Examples of unlawful, infringing, or inappropriate content include, but are not limited to, content that incorporates Nintendo intellectual property and violates applicable laws, infringes the intellectual property rights of Nintendo, and or features pirated Nintendo software.
So feel free to swear as much as you want.
Feel free to swear as much as you want. Don't smoke any drugs that are illegal, because some are legal now. Don't infringe on their intellectual property, of course. And make sure you don't steal Super Smash Bros. And upload the gameplay footage.
Yeah. Oh, under the guidelines, can corporate entities upload or live stream videos and screenshots using Nintendo Game Capture? The guidelines are only applicable to individual consumers using Nintendo game content. So IGN and GameSpot wouldn't be considered individual consumers. They would be considered a corporate entity.
Wait, so what does that mean? That's for uploading your own game capture?
It's straight under the guidelines. Can corporate entities upload or live stream videos or screenshots using Nintendo game content?
Okay.
The guidelines are only applicable to individual consumers using Nintendo game content. So because IGN and GameSpot and websites like that, they're considered corporate entities.
We're a corporate entity. Is that our loophole?
I don't think we're that corporate.
We're officially.
I know.
Entity,
we are an LLC.
Yes.
So
we are a corporation.
But then you're not in Nintendo's eyes.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is legalese, Will. We're trying to navigate.
Yeah, I know. But back off the legalese for a second here. They're probably considering GameSpot and IGN corporate entities.
No, they definitely are.
Yeah.
I agree with you there.
Yeah. So that's why they can do things like post trailers and different types of live streams and things like that.
I feel like only if they're cleared by Nintendo, where they will be.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they've been cleared for years, so
yeah. Like they're not going to take the Smash Bros. Footage and upload it.
Yeah.
You know. If they have a game like where they had Zelda gameplay footage for like months before the game came out, that was because they went to Nintendo and Nintendo went to them and said, hey, here's some capture some footage of
post this. Yeah
So they have like a deal.
Right.
I'm just saying we're a corporate entity. I'm just saying you know, we're a big deal, Will.
Yeah.
I want to read some super chats and stuff.
Yes, we got some of those.
Is there anything else in the FAQ? I don't think so.
No, nothing else really big.
Matthew Morse with $5. Just found you on last week. Enjoying your style. Keep it up. Thank you.
Thank
Matthew.
you.
Young Flapjack with $1.
Thank you. Denise A with $5 just now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did I say @hacker for the Twitch Prime sub?
You did not.
You? Oh well, thank you. @hacker for the Twitch Prime sub. Okay. Okay. So I'm happy that now we're not shackled anymore.
Yes, we can post more Nintendo stuff without worrying about Nintendo coming down on us.
I mean, it's really just the live streams that were killing me, but we post them to a separate channel now anyway. We already deleted them all off of our... If this happened 2 months ago, I would have been a lot more excited than I am now.
Yeah.
Because I already deleted them all and started a new channel.
Right.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
But now I can be less scared when I post some Nintendo gameplay.
it is nice too because now Nintendo is finally like entering the 21st century and realizing that YouTube and Twitch and things like that are here and they're here to stay and they're a big part of like the gaming culture. You know, where like they were like the last holdout of like companies like demonetizing and taking down YouTube content.
They scared me for a little bit because technically they're right. Like, it's their game.
Right.
It's their intellectual property and they could do whatever they want with it.
But even like people who are posting reviews and like essays and stuff, which is protected under free speech, fair use, you know, they were still taking that stuff down too.
What I'm saying is like all these other game companies don't care about Let's Plays and whatnot and uploading gameplay footage. And Nintendo did. Mm-hmm. And Nintendo, like, they could have been the forefront of dropping that lawsuit hammer. Mm-hmm. They could have made it so that all of a sudden no YouTuber can make any money anymore. No gaming YouTuber can make any money anymore.
Yeah.
They could have led that charge if they wanted to. And they kind of were trying, and it just didn't work out. The people won.
Yes.
We won. This is a victory for all of us.
Yeah.
All right, next thing on the docket here. We'll plow through the rest. It's the PlayStation Classic, I believe.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Oh, no. There was other stuff. Oh, no, yeah, let's do that.
All right. Apparently it sucks.
Yes. This is a review roundup by Screen Rant.
People weren't excited for it. I mean, people were excited for it to begin with, but like they were hesitant.
People were excited about the idea of it.
Yes. But the execution is leaving a lot to be desired.
Yes. Screen Rant says, a new round of reviews for Sony's upcoming PlayStation Classic has been revealed. Guys, spoilers for the PlayStation Classic. And they aren't great to say the least. Nintendo started the Classic Edition trend with their mini versions of the Nintendo Entertainment System and Super Nintendo.
Correction. They didn't start that trend. They kicked it into high gear, I would say.
Well,
at games. And like,
but did they call it Classic Edition?
They're the first ones. They put Classic in the title.
That's the thing, is that it's called the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah.
Like they just straight up stole the name Classic. Right. That have been released in the past 2 years. Sony seems to be basically copying their idea with the PlayStation Classic, but they haven't been able to build as much anticipation as Nintendo did. They could have. Yeah. They totally could have. The first PlayStation debuted in 1994. We don't need to know the history of the PlayStation.
Yeah. So far, reviews for the PlayStation Classic have been they've been overwhelmingly negative. Many reviews for the PlayStation Classic admit that the console is a fun collector's item to own, but criticize the console's actual playability, which seems significantly more important. Other reviews praise the PlayStation Classic for accurately representing the original PlayStation and for creating the feeling of nostalgia, but have little else to compliment Sony on. Here are some of what reviewers have to say on the PlayStation Classic, and then just list some of what like the negative stuff the reviewers are saying.
With some giant advertisements.
Yes.
IGN said, the PlayStation Classic feels more like a half-hearted acknowledgement than a top-shelf tribute to Sony's era-defining console. The list of 20 games seems to miss more of the system's greatest hits than it manages to include. Furthermore, the progress of time and television technology has not been kind to the look of many of these early 3D titles, and the inclusion of digital-only controllers makes many of them feel unwieldy by modern standards. The PlayStation Classic is a neat collector's item that will look great on a shelf in your games room, but it's a much more attractive ornament than it is a viable gaming system.
From Polygon, though value is subjective, for $100, this is a comparatively expensive way to relive the original PlayStation, only conveniently smaller. Many of the PlayStation's games included with the system, with the noteworthy exception of Intelligent Cube, can be downloaded and played on other PlayStation platforms cheaply. Even then, many of these old PlayStation games are hard, sometimes to a heartbreaking degree, to revisit now. And the biggest disappointment with the PlayStation Classic is being left wanting what's missing rather than what it offers.
What does IGN mean by digital-only controllers make it feel unwieldy?
There are no analog sticks. It's not the DualShocks.
Right.
So like a lot of the 3D games, especially the driving games, do not control well.
I thought they were referring. Well, that's not the PlayStation Classic's fault. That's how the games work.
Right, but back
People remember the DualShocks as being a big deal because
they came later.
But they were late.
But it would have alleviated the problem if instead of Ridge Racer 4, they put Gran Turismo 2 and gave it DualShock support if it didn't feature it already.
They should have. Well, that's the thing though, is that
if they were smart, they would have done more for this. They would have added features like a modern control scheme and the classic control scheme, which yes is a lot of work.
But I think people's memories just evade themselves.
You're not wrong in that respect, but at the same time, there are ways they could have salvaged this, and they chose not to do that.
That's not a classic experience. I don't think. I think that's changing the retro experience.
That's why I'm saying you have to have both. You have to have the original control scheme and a more modern control scheme, because a lot of these games are unplayable now.
But I think that will give people an unrealistic expectation of the console, because people think that you could just plug in a DualShock and it's going to work great on all these games, and it's absolutely not going to work that way. Especially isn't Rainbow Six on here?
Yeah,
that is absolutely not going to work with the DualShock unless you screw with it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that like you screw with it and you offer both.
But then even if you screw with it, it's gonna be this weird like half.
Yeah, no, there are going to be other like issues with the game, and that were inherent to games at the time. But it would have gone a long way, And look, if we ever get the inevitable N64 classic, which I don't think it is, but if we are, the same problem is going to persist. But I feel like Nintendo will at least know a way to like make it better, like to fix whatever issues they can.
A lot of N64 games control just fine. It's the analog stick of the N64 that is the problem. It's just a crappy analog stick.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of games that control like garbage on the N64.
Right.
But stuff like Mario 64, I mean, it doesn't control nearly as good as like
Odyssey,
Sunshine or Odyssey or Galaxy. But that the little control stick is the biggest barrier. But yeah, Nintendo might find a way. Maybe they'll put a freaking GameCube control stick on there.
Yeah.
But another thing in the IGN post that scares me is that they say that these polygonal graphics just don't look that great on a HD TV. And I feel like that's a big reason why we don't see an N64 classic right now.
Well, the N64 games look better than PS1 games, like flat out. Like everybody admits that. Everybody agrees with that.
Oh, it's twice as many bits.
Right. But I mean, like we know these games look like this. Like they've been available on the PS3 and like the Vita and stuff for years.
Yeah.
Like that I feel like should not be an issue. Like the graphics. Like we know this.
Yeah.
Like we knew these games have a certain aesthetic that hasn't necessarily aged well, but it's synonymous with, the PlayStation.
Well, when you take like an SNES and an NES and you take those pixelated graphics and you upscale them in HD, you got those nice, hard, crisp pixels.
Right.
It is beautiful.
Yes.
It's not
the same
do that
with polygons.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. But, the PlayStation 3 emulates PS1 games, like whether it's disc or download, they run them via emulation and they're all upscaled to 1080p. And the ones I've played, they all look good. They all look fine.
I like playing N64 games in an emulator. You get really nice looking polygons.
Yeah.
The problem is then you get weird textures.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of like little PNGs that are like in menus and stuff.
Yeah.
Just garbage.
Those are blurry. Yeah. Those don't upscale.
It'd be
properly.
really cool if Nintendo's working on redoing those like things to like fix the way that they're upscaled.
Yeah.
But have the nice high resolution polygons. That'd be really cool. Everybody's complaining that the PlayStation Classic is 50 hertz.
Okay, so, and this is actually really bizarre. So at the time when the original PlayStation came out, NTSC, like North American region games, and PAL region, European region games, ran at different hertz, like frame rates, basically. North America, the standard was 60 hertz, and Europe, the standard was 50. On the PlayStation Classic, they threw in some of those games are the PAL versions of games.
I thought they all were the PAL versions.
No, only some of them are.
Oh.
Which means that some of the games on a North American television run a lot slower than they're supposed to.
Then they're supposed to
On a North American television,
yeah.
on a North American PlayStation.
Okay.
That's insane to me.
Wait, like the whole game is
because
slow. What is that? 20% slower?
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Because like if you're releasing something for a North American market, why not use the North American versions of those games? Like across the board.
It's lazy.
Yeah, it was absolutely lazy. I mean, I understand now things are different. Like in a modern day, like pretty much around the world, everyone does 1080p, 60 hertz. Like there's more uniformity. But even still, like, why would you not like have it be this like the same frame rate and the same amount of hertz across the board?
Do N64 games run at 50 hertz? Because I plugged it into an HDMI upscaler and it says 50 hertz.
No, all of these should be 60.
It might be the upscaler
It
then.
might be the upscaler.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure like all of these video game consoles, even now, like output 60 hertz, even if the games are running in 30 frames a second.
And that's a North American.
North American
thing?
and Japanese. Europe and PAL regions are the only ones that did 50.
That's even more bizarre.
Yeah.
That they would, because if Japan and North America, if we're doing 60, why isn't everybody doing 60?
I know.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, PAL like had different standards at the time, and again, now everything's like uniform. So like again, yeah, why not just do 60 across the board?
Because it's Japanese, like that would make more sense.
Yeah. It's just and the Japanese PlayStation Classic has different games because like they don't have Cool Borders 2, they have Darius.
Wait.
G Darius.
We have Cool Borders too.
We have Cool Borders 2 and Destruction Derby.
Damn.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is a mess, and I still don't understand how the saving system works in in the PlayStation Classic. So like you can like back out to the menu like you can on the NES Classic, but you only get one save state that way. But the memory cards still work.
I heard that each game has its own virtual memory card.
Right.
So if you play Metal Gear, when Psycho Mantis goes, "You've been playing The Legend of Zelda," or whatever. Well, I mean, yeah.
Castlevania on the original.
Yeah. First of all, none of those games are on the PlayStation Classic.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have even mattered.
Yeah.
But even if they were on there, he wouldn't be able to do that because they're all in their own virtual memory card.
Right. Well, there's the virtual memory card, but then like you can do the suspend feature that's on like the NES Classic. That's separate from the virtual memory card.
Right. The emulator that they use is an open source emulator.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of problems. Everybody in the chat right now is pissed that they used the PAL 50 hertz.
Because it just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
Eric Henley says Jedi Power Battles isn't on it, so I don't want it.
A lot of games aren't on it.
Big Jack Gameplays says they probably used PAL as it can do more than 480p.
I think PAL, yeah, because their resolution was different too. Like North America, it's 480p. I think over there it's like 560.
Oh,
yeah.
That makes a lot of sense then.
No, it doesn't. Still, because the frame rate's still different.
Yeah.
So why not just have the same like?
Well, it'd be less to upscale.
No.
Yeah, because you're upscaling from what 512? What did you say? 560.
Hold on, let me get the exact.
Viper says Tekken 3 is almost certainly a PAL. I've heard.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's another thing. Like Tekken 3 is the PAL version.
Oh.
And if you're used to a fighting game being at a certain speed and you play it now, it's a different experience. PAL,
yeah, it's a friggin' fighting game.
Yeah.
That's important.
PAL is 576.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
A weird number.
Hold on.
And why would it be more if it's a... Oh, because it's a slower frame rate. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Okay. That makes perfect sense. It sounds like they're prioritizing resolution for frame rate.
Yeah. So 576 to 1080p is like a 1.87 upscale.
Okay.
And then I should know what
I mean, they
480.
could have avoided all this by making the console a little more powerful. It's not like they needed all that power.
And 480 is 2.25 upscale.
Yeah. So
But
it's more to upscale, but they could have just made the thing
But they've
more
been doing
powerful.
this for years, like with the downloads on PS3.
The SNES Classic can run PlayStation games.
Right.
So there's no reason why they couldn't just freaking use the North American versions and upscale them more.
Or even if like they have to use 720p. You know?
Yeah, that's true too. Like no one's even.
Yeah, because the NES
difference.
and the SNES do 720p.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense why they couldn't. So we know for sure that the PlayStation Classic does 1080p.
I'm trying to
we
confirm.
say that.
Actually, these games, most of them output, at least in North America, because they're game consoles at the time, most of them output to 240p. And yeah, 720 is 3 times 240.
Mm-hmm.
So like they completely screwed this up in terms of scaling.
Oh well, we know that.
Yes.
Nicholas says they didn't even have Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation Classic.
They didn't have
Crash Bandicoot,
a lot.
Spyro.
Parappa the Rapper, Tomb Raider.
Parappa the Rapper doesn't make any sense because that's a Sony-owned
Yes.
license, isn't it?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Symphony
why
of the
that's not on
Night.
there.
Vib Ribbon.
Like
Gran Turismo.
Crash and Spyro, I understand because they just did re-releases of those.
Tomb Raider, I understand. No, even Tomb Raider, I don't understand. The Tomb Raider was synonymous with the PlayStation back in the day. It's just a bad thing. It's a bad thing they made.
All right,
They made a bad thing.
we're moving on.
All right.
But before we do that,
LKM Cherokee. Hey, Will, what are your thoughts on Aquaman 42, Justice League 12, Flash 59, and Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth 1?
that's a lot.
That is a lot. And I realized Aquaman 42 and Justice League 12 came out last week.
Oh,
So he's either like doubling back because I forgot or he forgot. Well, lucky for me, Aquaman, Justice League, and Drowned Earth are all part of the same event, so I got that covered. I didn't read Flash. I'm probably not going to read Flash until something interesting happens. But Drowned Earth is very good. It was a very quick event, which I like. It was done like in less than a month or about a month. What I like most about it is that it sets up Kelly Sue DeConnick's run on Aquaman nicely. Like it leaves him in a very nice place for her to like take over and start fresh with the character, which is good because he's got a movie coming out and people are going to want to read about Aquaman when that comes out. But yeah, and I like how, especially the last issue, Aquaman Justice League Drowned Earth 1, not that it was like jumping on point, but like it didn't feel like you could get lost easily in it, Like
no, I have no idea what you're talking about.
if you didn't read any of the other issues, you can read the last issue and be like, okay, I get what's going on.
Okay.
Basically, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah, that's my thought on those comics. So there.
Okay. So why don't we talk about some sales?
Yeah, numbers.
That's what you all came here for, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because Black Friday just happened.
Yeah.
And Cyber Monday, we're already getting sales figures. And we got Nintendo hits huge milestone as Switch sales soar across Black Friday and Cyber Monday. This is from Nintendo Life. Mm-hmm. Recent tidbits of information had already given us the impression that Nintendo has had a successful week at retail. The new Pokemon games were reportedly the 4th most purchased item on Black Friday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess if you group them together. And the Pokemon and the Switch was the best-selling console on Cyber Monday. Ooh, excuse me.
You right there?
I don't burp. So that was weird.
Yeah. Oh,
Took
yeah.
me to call the hospital. But now we have further confirmation in the form of particularly impressive milestones reached by the company. Nintendo has confirmed that the Switch became the best-selling console in U.S. history for the 5-day period from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday. That's crazy. Even surpassing sales of the ridiculously popular Wii console, which dominated the retail space around a decade ago. On top of that, the large number of sales also means that the Switch has just experienced its best ever week on sale in the US too.
So I looked up real quick what like the whole like, you know, my brain just died. So Pokemon Let's Go was the 4th most purchased thing on Black Friday.
Okay.
The top 5.
Pokemon Let's Go.
Yeah, Pokemon Let's Go. Top 5. Number 1 is laptops, just in general. 2 is LOL Surprise.
The hell is that? I'll look that up.
Okay.
I'll look that up right now.
Number 3 is fingerlings. Those are like little figures you put on your finger. Fingerlings, I guess.
All right.
Dumb. Kids these days. Number 4 is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
That's LOL.
Yeah, it's like some cosmetic thing for kids.
Okay.
Number 5 is God of War.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I nearly bought that on Black Friday. I did not contribute to this.
You were going to be one of them.
Yeah, I was steal yours.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not playing it.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is according to Adobe Analytics.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Me neither.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
So according to
Continue.
Nintendo's internal sales figures, U.S. shoppers spent more than $250 million on Nintendo products during the period. I guess it's the 5-day period.
Yeah.
Providing Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé recent comments about the importance of the holiday season to be very true indeed. That figure accounts for the sales of Switch, 3DS, and the NES and SNES Classic Editions, and games and accessories. Interestingly, despite the Switch's second year seeming slightly less extravagant in terms of new games and exciting developments than its first, total hardware sales in the region saw an increase of 45% during the Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday period of 2018 compared to the same dates in 2017, which was crazy because it was the number one selling item, if you remember,
Yes.
last Black Friday. It was
Yes.
the number one selling item on Black Friday. I guess it wasn't the number one on Black Friday, but it was the number one on Cyber Monday, which is weird.
Yes.
And last year, there were no sales.
Yeah.
That's why it was crazy that it was the number one. And this year, there wasn't really any either. We expect that Switch console sales have seen a significant bump over the last week, and it'll be particularly interesting to see updated unit sales in a couple of months' time. Perhaps Nintendo could close in on its 20 million fiscal year target after all, which is also interesting because Nintendo Life put out an article like a few days ago that said that they're not going to hit their 20 million sales target.
So real quick, Adobe Analytics also did for Cyber Monday most bought stuff. Number 1 is fingerlings.
I thought it was the Switch.
Number 2 is LOL Surprise. Number 3 is the Switch.
Okay. Well, that
Number
contradicts
4 is
everything.
laptops, is particularly Dell and Apple, and number 5 is LG TVs.
Oh, it's probably did Nintendo Life say it was the most top-selling console?
I think they did.
Let me control find console.
Yeah, best Switch was the best-selling console on Cyber Monday.
Okay, that explains everything.
Yeah.
It was the top-selling item last year,
Right.
which is crazy.
I'm curious to know what.
It's still crazy to be number 3.
Yeah. I'm curious to see like what PlayStation and Xbox did, because that Spider-Man bundle sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
You
And
could
God
not-
of War was the number.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Number 5 on Black Friday. Yeah.
It's probably cheap.
Yeah.
And everybody was buying that PlayStation bundle,
Yeah.
so they got God of War.
So yeah.
We have another article here. It says putting Nintendo Switch's 8.2 million U.S. Switch sales in context. This is from Ars Technica.
Yeah, I found this and I thought it went nicely with the article you posted.
good. I thought I put it here. I completely.
No, it was me.
Yeah.
This morning, Nintendo sent out one of its periodic brag-heavy business press releases, this time focusing on a strong start to U.S. holiday shopping season, in addition to the updates on lifetime sales for the 3DS family of systems and the recent Classic Edition systems. The release highlighted more than 8.2 million lifetime U.S. sales for the Nintendo Switch through November 26th. That sounds pretty impressive for a system that just hit the market 20 months ago, without even 2 full holiday seasons under its belt. But we wanted to figure out just how those sales stacked up to the competition, so we tracked down some numbers from past consoles for comparison. As you can see, the Switch's U.S. sales pace puts it in some pretty elite company. So long story short, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Nintendo Switch, according to this article, is the 5th fastest selling console in a 20-month period.
So the number 1 is the Game Boy Advance that sold 12 million.
Yes, in 20 months.
This is all in 20 months.
Yeah.
The first 20 months.
Mm-hmm.
The Wii is 10.9 million. What is the... Oh, Nintendo DS is 9.2 million.
Yes.
The PS2, which is the highest selling console of all time.
Yeah.
Well, home console.
Home console, yeah.
Is 8.6 million.
Mm-hmm.
And the Switch is 8.2 million.
Yeah.
The highest selling console period is what, the DS?
Yes.
Okay. So, and the DS is number 3. Interesting. Okay, no, that makes sense. Yeah, this all makes sense.
Yeah.
It's interesting that the Wii had a faster trajectory than the PS2, and the PS2 is better selling lifetime than the Wii.
I feel like, this is just in the first 20 months.
Right. I was going to say, this is scary because I was expecting the Switch to be as big as the Wii.
Right.
At least. I mean, the Wii was pretty damn big.
Right.
I think what hurts the Switch is their awful... The Wii U hurt it.
Yeah.
Like, nobody trusted the Switch when it came out.
But I think now that people are like playing and they're getting their hands on it, like it can only go up from here.
The thing with the Wii is that people who don't play games were playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was in old folks' homes.
Oh, yeah.
Every daycare on the planet had it, and then you had to get it out of your home.
Yeah.
The thing with the Switch is that multiple kids get it. Like a Wii, you get 1 per household. A Switch, you get more than 1 per household to get all the kids playing.
Yeah.
So that's where the sales are going to come from for the Switch. Mm-hmm. And hopefully it'll activate people who don't normally play games.
Yeah.
The Wii had, bowling and sports and all that.
Yeah.
I think 1-2 Switch was a missed opportunity to be that for the Switch. Because you want to get those people like our parents were like, what is this Wii here?
Yeah.
And then they were playing the sports games. They've never picked up a game before.
Yeah.
So the Switch missed an opportunity with that. And that's why the momentum was slower than the Wii.
But I mean,
lifetime, it could potentially get that big. Mm-hmm. Especially when parents start buying too.
Yeah.
Just like they do with Pokemon and stuff. What else? What else?
Did we get a super chat?
Well, Viper in the chat says, if it came out a year later in the year, God of War might have a real shot at Game of the Year. Unfortunately, the recent bias of games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Red Dead Redemption 2 will cost it votes. I don't know about Odyssey. I really hope nobody picks that.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
God of War, I really don't think was as good as everybody said.
I mean, he's touching on something because a lot of times, like, not just games, but like, all of these like highfalutin award shows, they seem to focus on what came out like within the last few months of the year.
True.
So
those are the popular ones.
Those are, with games like those, they're trying to make to the holiday rush. With movies, they just decided December, that's when award season is for the latest, I don't know, Kate Winslet piece.
What was it? Was it The Last of Us that kind of broke that? Because they came out early in the year, right?
Well, Resident Evil 4 came out in January.
Oh, my God.
And was a lot of people's game of the year.
It's a lot of people's game of a lifetime.
Yeah, Wulff. We got a $2 super chat from Nick Bandy. How about the Bethesda tote bag news? Kind of crappy. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about either.
A Fallout 76 Collector's Edition bag change upsets fans. Here's what Bethesda has to say. So, what? They changed the bag that you get with the special edition?
Is that an old article? I feel like I've heard about this before.
No, today.
What is it, cheaper or stupid looking?
It was advertised as a canvas West Tech duffel bag, but Reddit users noticed that the canvas bag has been swapped for a nylon one.
Oh no!
One Reddit user reached out and received the response from Bethesda Gear support team stating that the prototype bag was too expensive to make and the company is not planning on doing anything about it. But the official response from Bethesda to GameSpot: we're investigating the response from the Bethesda Gear Store support team, and we apologize to the customer who took the time to reach out. The support response was incorrect and not in accordance with our conduct policy. Unfortunately, due to unavailability of materials, we had to switch to nylon carrying case for Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. We hope this doesn't prevent anyone from enjoying what we feel is one of our best collector's editions.
Okay,
All right, so you got a cheaper bag.
that is weird.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. They should have known. That's something that you get pretty much set in stone. If you're gonna announce it,
Yeah.
it's something you get set in stone.
It was one of the Arkham games. They announced a really fancy collector's edition, and then they like at the last minute pulled the statue from it.
I feel like this stuff should be a nylon bag.
Yeah.
So that you're gonna get a crappy bag.
Yeah.
If you get a collector's edition. You used the one from what was it, Infamous? Mm-hmm. For a while.
Yeah, that's not a nylon bag.
Okay then.
And it's a nice smaller bag to bring things with. So
We got 2 super chats from the same guy.
Yeah.
We got Dorsakchun, $2, saying, Switch as top selling, none of my friends have it, sad face. And then he gives us another $2 and says, I didn't have enough characters for that chat. But you did it though.
Yeah.
But thank you for your $4.
Yes.
All right, there's another article we got here.
Yeah.
More sales numbers.
Okay.
This is for Pokemon.
Pokemon Let's Go sales hit 1.5 million in the U.S. alone. Super Mario Party surpasses 1 million.
Wow. Okay, well.
It's a Dr. Evil reference
Okay.
from the Austin Powers movies.
This is from
Only
Nintendo
90s
Live.
kids remembers him.
New data provided by Nintendo has given us a good look at up-to-date game sales statistics, revealing a number of impressive totals for major releases across the U.S. Firstly, despite only being available for less than 2 weeks, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee have already secured 1.5 million sales between them in the region. For the sake of comparison, the games had generated 3 million sales worldwide in their first week. What? Oh, what? The games had generated 3 million. So does
For
that
the
mean
sake of
together?
comparison, the games had generated 3 million sales worldwide in their first week.
So what is 1.5 million? Is that in the in US?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't do math right now. Super Mario Party has also now surpassed lifetime US sales of 1 million units, joining other standalone titles, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, and Splatoon 2. The news comes alongside Nintendo's recent milestone success stories. Sales of first-party games, including digital downloads, reportedly topped 1 million units just within the dates of the 22nd and 26th of November. Further data has also been provided for the Switch, Nintendo 3DS family of systems, and Nintendo's classic range of consoles. All of the data below relates to the US specifically. Lifetime sales of the Switch has reached more than 8.2 million units, which we just talked about. Mm-hmm. The total install base for the Nintendo 3DS family of systems now hits 22 million, which is crazy. After 12 months on the market, Pokemon Sun and Moon has generated 2.2 million sales. That's crazy, considering it's been on the market for 12 months.
Yeah.
No, wait, more. They must mean Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But anyway, that's 2.2 million sales. Meanwhile, Let's Go did 1.5 million already. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The SNES Classic Edition system has surpassed lifetime sales of 2.5 million, which is also crazy. And the NES Classic Edition system has surpassed lifetime sales of 2 million. That's crazy that the SNES beat the NES.
Yeah. I think because the SNES was more readily available.
True.
Yeah.
True. I was going to say the types of people who would want to buy it.
Yeah.
There's more people who would want to buy Super Nintendo Classic. They're in that demographic window,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? AJ says, yeah, they meet Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah, that came out a year ago. Sun and Moon came out 2 years ago. We got super chats.
Cameron Powell, name of the first lo-fi track when the stream starts?
I don't know. I always forget. Tweet at me in 1 hour.
Yeah.
And I will make a list because I always forget to make a list. Okay, so looks like everything's selling very well. Pokemon Sun and Moon, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu selling very well. We all knew that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think AJ had a bet. Somebody didn't think it was going to hit 1 million in the first week or something.
Really?
Well, it's 2 million. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Ouchies. All right. I guess we can move on.
Okay.
And we can plow through the rest real quick.
Yeah.
Let's get late over here.
More than 10 games are being announced at the 2018 Game Awards.
Oh.
Sounds like you put that in there.
Yeah, I feel like this isn't really news. This is like a something to harp on.
Okay. All right. Well, we got 10 game announcements coming to the.
Jeff Keighley tweeted, we have such an incredible show coming together for next week. Oh, it's next week.
Yeah.
More than 10 new games will be announced for the first time during the Game Awards, plus updates on existing titles, too. We will share some teases in the days to come.
So, so there's that. That's not really news.
They always do game announcements.
10 is a lot, though.
10 is a lot. 10 is a lot of game announcements.
One of those rumored games, and it's the next article in the Keep, is the long-rumored Superman game from Rocksteady. Superman World's Finest.
I feel like this was something...
E3. This was like the rumor at E3.
Yes.
But now it's back.
That was it.
The listing was, this is from IGN, the listing was noticed by a user on Reset Era who searched a game system requirements website for currently rumored games to compare credibility, such as GTA 6, Half-Life 3, and Bloodborne 2, with none of them being listed. None of those, GTA 6, Half-Life 3, and Bloodborne 2, were not listed on the game system requirements website.
Okay.
But Superman was, is what they're saying.
Okay.
Game system requirements details required specs for PC games, and the user pointed out that the terms of use and FAQ on the website make it difficult for just anyone to post a random game or rumor. A Devil May Cry 5 listing also appeared on the website last spring, approximately 1 month prior to the game's official announcement. Rumors have been circling around a new Superman game from Rocksteady, the developer behind the Batman Arkham series, for quite some time. Apparently featuring Superman, Batman, and Robin. The most recent rumors popped up this year in the run-in for E3 2018.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, why is this okay to post? Not a spoiler. And why is posting about leaks on Smash Bros. A spoiler?
That's a very good question. You know why it's okay? Because Sakurai's not working on this game.
Yes, because nobody's killed themselves over this game. I mean, I'd be stoked.
Yeah.
It's about time we get a damn good Superman game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to it. If it's true, I'm looking forward to it. I read somewhere that they're doing this because they needed to get Superman right before they can do a Justice League game. And their game after this is Justice League.
That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
That would make a lot. Because Superman would be the hardest one to get right out of all of them.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't really like. I played, but I didn't really like Arkham Knight. We have a whole video about that.
Yeah,
called the Backlog. I would play the hell out of Superman.
Yeah,
I would love to.
I mean, I looking back on it, I think I actually really do like Arkham Knight, aside from the ending, like all things considered. But yeah, so they made like 3 great Batman games and a Superman game. If they can keep the momentum going.
I noticed you didn't say 4 great Batman games.
Because they didn't make one of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They didn't make Origins.
That's right, I forgot. Okay.
Speaking of which, though, apparently there was a listing on the Xbox Marketplace. I think it's been taken down. They're coming out with an Arkham collection of the 3 Rocksteady games for like $60. You get everything. I was excited for a minute. Then I realized, A, I own these games already. B, I'm pretty sure the version of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City that are in the collection are the remakes, which are terrible.
Okay.
So, not excited. And also, they're not like enhanced with HDR and 4K and whatnot. So
Yeah, we don't need anything. We got all the games.
I know. Yeah,
We don't need
it'd be
any
nice
of
if
that
like the original Arkham Asylum and Arkham City were backwards compatible.
Oh, they're not.
They're not. No.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
That's
no.
dumb.
If you want to play Asylum and City on Xbox One or PS3, you have to get the Return to Arkham collection, which remade both games in Unreal 4, which ruined the art direction and like caused some like frame rate issues here and there.
Let's finish the show out with some Cowboy Bebop news. Well,
All right.
so
Sorry.
so Netflix they're getting Evangelion. Did you hear about that?
Is it how do we say that word?
I'm saying Evangelion until I'm dead.
I've always heard Evangelion.
I don't care.
Neo Genesis Evangelion.
I'm not Japanese.
Yeah.
I want to see
Either
that.
way, it's a big deal because it hasn't been available in the US for a long time, and it's the first time it's been available for streaming anywhere.
Right.
And this is like one of the most popular animes of its time.
It also, they announced today that they're getting an Ultraman anime.
Yes, that actually looks really cool.
Did I show you the SSS Gridman anime? I don't think it's Netflix at all.
No,
It's
but I
not
really
Netflix.
want to see that.
So I got to show you after this.
Yeah.
It's a trailer, and I was like, I know that name. Where do I know that name from?
You have the figure of Gridman.
I have the figure of Gridman. So if you don't know, Gridman was repurposed for Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. It's the same character.
Yeah.
So SSS Gridman, SSS
Superhuman
stands for...
Samurai Cyber Squad.
Yes.
Yes.
But it has nothing to do with Gridman.
Yeah, no, it looks like a separate thing.
Yeah, but
I mean, he looks like Gridman.
the anime looks
Servo,
insane.
as he's known in America.
Yes. The anime looks insane, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's Netflix. But
No.
anyway, I'm using your account, by the way.
That's
I'm
fine.
totally going to watch Evangelion.
Yeah, I am too.
Because that's something I've never watched.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing. Mm-hmm. What doesn't sound very good to me, Will,
This is where it gets dicey.
is Netflix they tweeted, guess it's time to announce that Cowboy Bebop, the live action series, is heading to Netflix. And they have a little video that's just the title screen.
Yeah.
No audio or anything. And it just looks, it's the same title screen from the anime.
Yeah.
The logo. Then they tweeted, original anime creator can't do this. Shinichiro Watanabe will he brought on to consult too. So there's a typo.
So the original creator of Cowboy Bebop, Shinichiro Watanabe, is being brought on as a consultant for the new television show.
This might be to quell some fears.
Yeah.
They also said the first episode is written by Thor Ragnarok's Chris Yost.
Chris Yost has written a lot of the Marvel movies, actually.
Oh,
So that's not a bad thing.
I mean, Thor was great.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw what they did with Death Note, and it was very bad.
Yeah. Anime just seems to be like the one thing that, like, it's like video games. Nobody can seem to get it right.
So, like, they say this about everything. Like, I think that Watchmen is a perfect example about how that can only be a comic
Correct.
because it gets too weird. You even talk about this in your video today. You say that they're like Spider-Ham is like fantastical and weird.
Yeah.
But people they've found ways to cherry pick these things and make them more suitable for certain.
Yeah.
Like Zatanna.
Yeah.
Talk about is
She's more of like a really good magician rather than a sorceress, like the way she
in
normally
the cartoon, which is already, you can make it fantastical in the cartoon, but they decided not to because it's a serious tone cartoon.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Watchmen that like everybody like forgets is it's not that it gets weird, but it's the way it's written is so specifically about comics, and it uses the medium of comics to tell its story in a way that like you can't in a movie. That like to translate it to a movie, you have to rewrite it from scratch basically. And like the movie we got of Watchmen didn't really do that. It just skimmed the surface of it, so to speak.
We had a really hard time for years translating comics to movies.
Right.
very few people got it right for a while.
Yeah.
Now we're having that same problem with video games.
Right.
I feel like anime is even farther removed.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the craziest you can get. That's like the zaniest you can get.
Yeah.
And still be able to suspend your disbelief enough to
Because as far as I know, there are live action adaptations of anime in Japan, and even they don't get it right.
I think there were Death Note ones.
There was Death Note. There was Lupin the Third.
Yeah.
Apparently that is not good.
Oh.
There were a couple
I
of
thought
others.
the Death Note one was good.
I know there's a
Japanese one.
There's a Gigantor one that's apparently not that good either. So
yeah. I mean, look, they could do it good. They could do a good job. But they could also not do a good job.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be good. I saw a lot of things getting thrown around on Twitter. People being like, "All right, guys, with your on your high horse, talking about how this is going to be bad." Like what? It's going to be bad.
History has shown us that this is very hard to do, and it always comes out bad.
Yeah.
And history is, those who fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Basically, is what they say. They also say that failure is our greatest teacher. Yoda said that.
Okay.
In The
I
Last
was going to
Jedi.
say, what comic book was that?
Yeah. So, but he's not wrong. So we can learn from failure. It's just that people don't learn from failure.
I listened to this podcast where they talk about it's just how to it's like a learning Japanese podcast.
Yeah.
And they go, you have to speak like Yoda.
Okay.
You just have to flip all the sentences around.
Yeah. Real quick, we got $2 from Dosachu.
Same guy.
He tells us how to pronounce his name. Dosachu, part Dawson, part Pikachu, Dosachu.
Thank you for your $2.
Thank you.
I will never remember that.
Yeah.
All right. So
I guess we got something.
We did get something.
Yeah.
We're done with Cowboy Bebop, right?
Yeah.
We think it's going to be bad. I mean, I'm hopeful that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It would be great if it's good. I want it to be good so bad, but I have little faith.
I got to rewatch the original series anyway. So
I want to rewatch it.
Yeah,
too.
it's all on Hulu.
I
almost bought the Blu-ray set when I bought Gungrave, but I didn't.
But I also got to watch Evangelion.
Yeah.
So I think this is from Hori, but it might also be from 8-Bit Do.
Okay.
So I was expecting a little more from our P.O. Box today, but I think 8-Bit Do is the one who packages things like this. If it is them, then it is. I don't want to spoil it. No spoilers.
Right. No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah, this has to be them because it's packaged like crazy. No. Wait, what is happening here? Oh.
What is
this?
I don't know, but it's bubble wrapped very
Zoom in on the
neatly.
camera. Oh, you're going to be very happy, Will.
Ooh. I like these.
Who sent this?
Retro flag. Classic. Oh, the USB. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, wait. What is this?
It's a case. Who sent this? There's nothing. There's no note or anything.
Wait a minute.
I'm very confused.
Me too. Hold on here.
There's no note or anything. Is this a packing?
Wait a minute. Hold the phone.
I'm holding, Will. It came from China.
Mega Pi case.
It's a case.
Functional power and reset buttons. Functional LED power indicator. Safe shutdown, safe reset.
It's a case for a Raspberry Pi that is Sega Genesis themed or Master System themed.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean that's cool.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting this at all.
No. And this
is a complete surprise to me.
This is a 6-button Genesis controller that's USB powered.
And it's by...
It looks like it's by...
RetroPie?
No. Retro Flag.
Retro Flag. This is sick.
This is also by Retro Flag.
Oh my god, this is sick.
I gotta see this.
Check this thing out.
All right. I mean, this looks exactly like... Feels like it, too.
Oh my god, it really does.
Oh, wow. That's a spring.
Oh, it has shoulder buttons, too, left and right.
Interesting.
This is sick. So, looks like we're going to have to get a Raspberry Pi. Well,
All right, we're gonna be one of those people.
ooh, there is a Raspberry Pi in there.
I don't think this is a Raspberry Pi. I think this is just like all the like the on and off switch stuff.
But
Like you still have to connect it.
where would the Raspberry Pi go?
I don't know.
Raspberry Pis aren't that small. Give me this.
It came with a screwdriver.
Oh, yeah, I think it would go there. Yeah, it would go here because there's
Yeah.
an HDMI port. You're right.
Oh yeah, here's the instructions. Please be careful when handling the parts. It is not our responsibility for damage caused in use.
Where's the top? Give me the top. Top is the best part.
Yeah. But why does it eject? That's what I want to know.
I think it's just part of the aesthetic.
But yeah, but the lid actually comes up, and the Genesis like didn't have a lid that comes up.
True, Will. You got me there.
Interesting. Okay.
Came with a screwdriver and everything. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, I'm into it.
That's cool. Thank you, Retro
Flag.
I'm realizing now I didn't pull a tweet of the week. So I got to pull a tweet of the week.
Okay. Maybe let me know so I can get my call ready.
Oh, you know what? We'll do this as the tweet of the week.
Okay.
Let me copy it. This is good. This is a good one.
So this is the tweet of the week.
Yeah, you can do it now.
Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week. Tweet of the week.
All right. Is this going to work? Oh, it works, baby. All right. So this is from our friend Gerald.
Yes, Gerald.
He made a little cartoon. That's not a cartoon. It's just a static image, but it's him talking. You ever have any old relatives calling you for the holidays, Will? Just to see how you doing?
Yeah, all the time.
Here you go. This is your old relative.
Hey James, how you doing? Just wanted to call and I just want to call and wish you happy and healthy. God bless. God bless your family. Send your family my best regards. Send them my regards. God bless. I want happy, healthy. Really, I just most important. I hope you have a really good fiscal year. Good fiscal year. God bless. First and foremost, God bless. I just really want you to have a good financial, God bless you. Send your family my best regards. I want you to have a happy and healthy. Have a happy, healthy. And send my love. Send my love over there. Have a good one. Have a happy and healthy, good fiscal year. God bless.
Yep, that's your old relative.
Yep.
Just wishing you a happy and a healthy.
And
Will.
that is very accurate. Very accurate.
All right. So now is when we talk to you guys.
Yes, as always, you can reach us on Twitter using the hashtag Wulff Den Live. If you left a comment on last week's Wulff Den Live, this is the part of the show where we will begin to answer a select few of them. And as always, if you're watching us at this very moment in time, start leaving your questions because we will get to them when we're done with everybody else.
Oh, apparently that was very quiet. Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I tried.
Turn it up.
It was quiet for us, too. I think
Yeah.
it was just us, though. All right. I guess we'll do the hashtag first.
Yeah.
We go here. I'm going to pull it up on the computer because I think people are sending us pictures and stuff.
Hold on.
Oh, you're not prepared either?
Nope. I just opened Discord to get the last week's stuff.
Oh, you know that's not how that works. You know we do the hashtag first. I can't scroll.
All right.
All right, here we go. Who's the first here? Frisso says, are you guys close to being able to go full-time YouTube? Is the income sufficient, or is it still a very much hobby kind of deal? I'm full-time. Will is not.
It's very much hobby for me, in my case.
It's like pretty much where I'm able to be full-time, but for a year I was just eating up savings.
Yeah.
So we're getting to a good spot.
Yeah. I mean, in general, I don't know if me personally I can do it full time, but
Right.
like it's getting much more worthwhile doing it part time.
Yeah, like well, yeah. The
Yeah.
way we pay ourselves out based on how our videos perform within the last within the 30 days with the first 30 days of the videos go up, and everything else just goes into the pot.
Yeah.
So we pay ourselves based on our performance or our views. So yeah. Eventually, I'd like to build it into a company and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're not close to that yet. King Monahai says, I am back. Me and my friends watched 2 episodes of The Haunting of Hill House. This is definitely my best kind of horror. And I plan to watch Sabrina. Thanks for the recommendations. That was all you, I guess.
That was all me, yes. I'm still behind on Sabrina. I know my friends, a lot of my friends don't like it, but I really liked what I saw of it. But yeah, The Haunting of Hill House, if you haven't seen it, see it. People complain like the ending is like the last episode is too like sentimental and it ends in a bad way. I want to know more about the house. Don't listen to those people. That one episode does not negate the 9 other incredible episodes that preceded it, including one of the best directed episodes, if not the best directed thing I've seen all year.
We got a lot of hashtags.
We did.
My dogs. This is from our friend Little Skeets.
The littlest of skeets.
How is it hanging in my Cool Ranch burritos? Question, what do you think is the best fast food burger? Best fries? Missing item? Also, how do you keep your controllers from getting grease whilst eating such foods? Thanks, your fellow brotato chip. Little Skeets.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack here. So let's go one at a time.
Best fast food burger. I'm gonna say In-N-Out.
Yeah, probably.
And that's a
Yeah,
people don't like that.
I know.
I think it absolutely. I mean, first of all, we're from the East Coast.
Yeah, and we don't have In-N-Outs over here.
That might be why we like it
Maybe.
so much. Some people would
mean,
compare it to Five Guys. I don't think that there's a fair
No, I
comparison
don't think
at all.
Five Guys is good. I don't think it's like a top tier fast food burger.
I don't even think it's fast food.
Yeah.
I think you need a drive-through to be fast food.
Yeah, I think I like Burger King's burgers. I think they're really well done.
I like Burger King's fries, and nobody else does.
Yeah, I think in terms of fries, actually Checkers has good fries and burgers. My problem with Checkers is they always put random crap on their burgers and like too much of it. So like
Yeah,
I have
they
to ask
do.
for like basically nothing on it.
Who has the best fries?
McDonald's has great fries, but you
McDonald's has
have to
great fries.
order them without salt. Like the second they get out of the fryer, that's when you get them. Wendy's has really good fries.
Burger King does too.
Yeah.
A miscellaneous item? Reese's Pie from Burger King.
Yeah, those are really good. McDonald's has good chicken. I don't care what anyone says.
Shake Shack, the chicken sandwich is incredible.
Yeah.
I like that way more than their burgers.
Yeah, me too.
Mika Holland, hey guys, long time, been super busy with Sable and getting a new place. Are you excited about the Game Awards, and do you think we will see Metroid stuff? Also, we need Metroid themed stuff for Warframe Switch. I'm gonna say yes. I think they're gonna do Metroid.
You think so?
If they're doing 10 new games, and also Spawn Waves keeps saying, "Oh, you're gonna hear it soon," and he has insider information. So when he goes, "You better look out for," he's right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that'd be cool to get Metroid themed stuff for Warframe.
oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't think they like digital extremes that much. Then Uncertain Sound sent us a thing and just said thoughts.
Is your job to... I saw this on trending the other day. It's your job to cast Keanu Reeves in another comic book movie. Which comic book character is he playing?
I feel like
He was
have to be
Constantine.
I feel like it would have to be a bad guy.
He wasn't a good fit. I mean, I liked his Constantine movie, but he does not fit the classic Constantine mold. A lot of people said Doctor Strange,
Okay.
which I can kind of get behind.
I think Benedict Cumberbatch is a great Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I think John Wick is enough of a comic book character.
Yeah.
I don't think
I want to know who he's playing in Toy Story 4.
he's old.
Yeah.
So I think in Toy Story 4 he's just playing like an action figure.
Yeah.
Like a badass action figure.
Yeah. I want to know. Like, is he playing a Neo action figure? Did you see the picture? Like, it's a John Wick action figure in front of a broken Slinky dog.
Yes, I did see that figure. Jordan says, first off, nice socks, Bob. Thank you. Question, it feels like it's hard to get into comics with some issues being popular but expensive. I've walked into my local comic shop and I'm always overwhelmed. Love Spider-Man and Marvel. Where should I start? And then he also says, do either of you play Magic the Gathering and or Will, have you ever tried at Magic the Gathering Arena? Will has a lot of videos for people who are overwhelmed.
Yeah, so the main thing you need to know when you go into a comic book store and you want to start reading any character, it doesn't have to be Spider-Man, you're referring to the back issue bin. Stay away from there in your first go through because yes, those will be very expensive and it can get confusing trying to find what exactly to read. You want to go to the trade paperback section, skim through there because those are completed stories, usually by like one particular writer and artist team. If you get lost, ask the clerk; they're always willing to help. And try to look for like volume ones of things. Try and look for. I mean, I wouldn't say like go back and read like the earliest stuff, like the '60s stuff and things like that. But those do like hold up in their own ways. Yeah, try to go to the trade paperback wall. Try and look for volume ones of things. With Spider-Man in particular, focus on Amazing Spider-Man because everything else like Spectacular, Ultimate. You start to get bogged down with like a lot of like weird ancillary stuff.
And Wikipedia is your friend.
Yes.
Lick My Zap Kudo says Xenogears is the best RPG hands down. No, Pokemon is.
Yes.
John Grurel says, Bob, please Mac another Switch accessory video. I love the first one. That's all I do.
Yeah.
That's all I do. Alacastro, which characters will you be maining in Smash? Captain Falcon, Sonic, probably more Sonic.
Yeah.
And I'm very interested in Simon Belmont. I think he's going to be very good. Mark Murray. Bob, do you have any issues claiming your Twitch Prime bundles for Warframe? By the way, been binging all of your videos. Keep it up. Thank you, Mark Murray. So that's a problem people are having.
Yeah.
In Warframe, apparently, if you link your Twitch Prime, people are having trouble getting the stuff onto their Switch.
Yeah.
I did it on my PC and then migrated my account.
Okay.
That's why I didn't have a problem.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I knew so many people were having problems before I made my video. I would have included it in my video.
Yeah.
Hopefully they make an update before that stuff goes away because that's the sniper rifle's amazing.
Yeah.
Tommy Rojas, hey Will, do you have any movies you would recommend that are really well directed and have some good cinematography? That is the end of #Wulff Den.
Yes. Okay. So really well directed. I've been thinking about this. Try and look at horror movies that you like. So I saw somebody recently posted something on a movie called The Descent, which is one of my favorite horror movies of like the 21st century. Something like that. The recent Halloween movie, the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Horror movies are good for learning about direction because they teach you how to like control and manipulate people's emotions and fears. In terms of cinematography, look at anything Roger Deakins is the cinematographer on because he is probably the best living cinematographer. So he did Blade Runner 2099. He did Skyfall.
2049.
2049, yeah. So he did Skyfall. He did most of the Coen brothers movies. So definitely check him out. Also, Christopher Nolan's old cinematographer, Wally Pfister, doesn't get enough credit. He's won an Oscar for Inception, but he did all of Nolan's Batman movies. He did Memento. He did Insomnia, Inception, The Prestige, all beautiful.
Now I'm reading last week's comments.
Yes.
Atomic Creation. Weird how you first start the video by not encouraging people to go out and buy stuff during Black Friday, then make a 2 hours long video about deals in store to go buy.
We told people not to go out and buy things on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's not Black Friday.
Which I did anyway. Ryan Williams says, I bought Doom for the Switch for $12 at Walmart. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. We probably said it in the video, but when I went out that night, I completely forgot everything that we talked about.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, actually.
I didn't get anything that was on sale.
I was trying to like reference the chart like as I was like shopping because I bought Tomb Raider at Best Buy for $30 and I'm like, is this cheaper somewhere else? I don't know.
I only bought Mario toys that were not on sale. I just like them.
Yeah.
But I got a lot of XP on my Mew.
There you go.
Phileas says, quote, that was an argument for a while that the Switch wasn't portable because it doesn't fit in a pocket, end quote. Did I say that or did AJ say that? Nothing fits in a woman's pocket. I usually bring my 3DS or Vita with me to work because it fits in my purse easier. Looks like I'm going to have to buy a Wulff Den sweatshirt and be able to bring my Switch with me instead. I'm not going to argue with that because she wants to buy a Wulff Den
Yes.
sweatshirt.
But she did bring up something like important. That, yes, a Switch wouldn't fit in a woman's pocket because women don't really have pockets.
Yeah, but they got purses,
Because
though.
the fashion industry is sexist and only puts pockets on women's pants for design reasons, not for functional reasons.
True.
Wulff Den, breaking down sexism in the fashion industry since 2013.
Arbor, I don't know that last name, says, I feel bad for Will and how Bob ignores him so shamelessly. I read this in a comment. Okay. Whenever that's happening, I'm reading the chat. Or something.
Yes.
And I'm trying my best not to just straight up ignore him. I'm trying to, we got to have a back and forth here. It's very important that we have back and forth conversations. I don't think I did that at all during this stream.
Yeah. Also, if you think he ignores me during the stream, you should see real life.
Oh, God, I don't care about anything anybody says.
He doesn't.
To me ever.
Ian Watson. I work at Target. We open at 5 p.m. today and close at 1 a.m. and reopen at 7 a.m.
That is hell.
I used to work. We both used to work at Target.
But we used to work.
I don't think they did the Thursday nights when we worked at Target.
They didn't. I would get there I got there at 5 a.m.
Oh, jeez, I never did that.
Or 6.
Yeah.
I think it was 5. I got there at 5 a.m. And I was late. I ended up getting there 45 minutes late, but nobody cared.
Yeah.
And I was a cart attendant.
Yeah.
So that's why nobody cared. And I spent the whole time just like being people's personal shoppers.
Yeah.
GameStop, I worked there when it was all night.
Yeah.
When you start on Thursday, then you're there all night until the morning.
Yeah.
That was miserable because nobody came in.
Yeah.
Now we're in the actual chat. We're only going to read a couple.
Yeah, because it's almost 11.
Yeah. A hard stop at 11.
Riley McCarthy, Bob, please stop waving that knife around. Mark Murphy, stop with the knife, Bob.
Don't tell me what to do. I need a new one of the. I love this knife, but I want a new one.
Yeah.
But they discontinued this knife. Ravik says, I've been meaning to catch the new Halloween. Heard it was badass. You heard it from him.
Yeah, it is very good.
KK says, it's Wulff Den and you're not meaning Wolf. I mean, I always try to do Fox.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I want to play as Fox, but I don't.
He's easy to understand.
Yeah.
And like his neutrals are good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm using that right. But the problem is Captain Falcon is so fun to play.
Yeah. Bat Mabel. Bob, did you know that Super Smash Bros. 2 is
Okay, all right.
Alias, what predictions do you guys have on the games that will be revealed at the Game Awards, and will you be streaming it?
I am going to be streaming on twitch.tv/WulffDen.
That's a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? It'll probably go into the midnight release of Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah.
I also got an email from Twitch saying, hey, if you're streaming you streamed the Game Awards last year, if you want to stream it this year, we'll send you some stuff. Ooh. And I missed the cutoff on signing up for that. It was just going to be shirts and stuff.
Still, free shirts.
I know.
I think they'll announce Superman.
Yes.
For sure. Nintendo will definitely announce something. I don't know if it'll be Metroid, but they'll have something there. Eternal Darkness 2.
They did Zelda at the Game Awards, didn't they?
They showed off a lot of gameplay footage. That wasn't when they like revealed it for the first time.
They revealed something really big at the Game Awards. That's why people think it's that. I think we're going to see some Death Stranding.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. Every time we get Death Stranding, I'm stoked. Okay, you pick one more and I'll pick one more. I'm going to go way back. Right. You stay up the front.
Bob, Ravix, Bob, are you gonna stream the KFC game, the KF game showcase, the kind of funny game showcase?
I'm not gonna stream it, but when is that? Is that this weekend?
It's soonish, I think.
I'm not gonna co-stream it. That feels like that's like stepping on their toes.
Yeah.
Like
yo, dog, I heard you like stream, so I'm gonna stream this stream.
Yeah, that sounds a little too close to home.
Larry, Will and Bob, can you do Smash themed live streams till can you do Smash themed live streams till Smash Wednesday comes?
What?
I didn't know there was a Smash Wednesday.
I
Basically, he wants Smash live streams.
I mean, you'll get them when they come out.
Yeah.
When the game comes out. This is the last one I'm going to read. It's from
Okay.
a while ago. While Riley McCartney says, "Wait, does that mean Japanese Yoda speaks like us?" That's a very good
That is
question.
a very good question.
I would like to see the Japanese
Yeah.
dubs of Star Wars and see how the hell he sounds.
Yeah. All right. I got one more. Thomas, did you hear that Nintendo ended its creators program?
Yes. God damn it. Did you know, Will, that Super Mario Bros. 2 was originally Doki Doki Panic in Japan, and then they reappropriated it?
I gotta find my Weeb Simpsons did a tweet about that.
I was
like,
explaining that to our friend Pasini,
Yeah.
how people keep saying that.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's as if somebody said some really obvious thing about movies.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, like so-and-so was Marty McFly, and then they who was it?
Eric Stoltz was
Yeah, it was
originally
Eric
Marty
Stoltz was
McFly,
Marty
and then they
McFly.
recasted. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it's like if somebody kept saying that to you over and
Yeah.
over again. People are saying Bayonetta 3 and Zelda DLC was at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
That's from Tragic Toast. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for hanging and chatting with us. Hanging chat.
Hanging with us.
As always, Wulff Den Live is every single Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on youtube.com/WulffDen. If you can't make the show for any reason at all, we always put it up as an archive version on Thursday for you to watch on demand whenever you want. If you prefer to listen to us rather than watch us, you can do that as well. We are also an audio podcast on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. And if you listen to us on any of those platforms, I'm sorry that you couldn't see Bob's awesome Zorro impression just now, but please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review us. That helps us with placement on those respective stores. 5-star ratings. Otherwise, 4 stars.
All right. I'll be on twitch.tv/WulffDen tomorrow to stream Pokemon Let's Go. Very excited to play that.
Mm-hmm.
And then otherwise, stay tuned here for the backlog. Some streams on Sunday. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye.